Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to this part 2 on the Eduard 132 scale BF 109E-4 Messerschmitt. So let's get over to the desk. So guys, this is part 2 and we're trying to do the airframe construction. So I've just tried to glue this together. The fuselage, and you can see it's all taped up. Now I've just done the back bit. I've left um, the front bit loose at the minute. I must say there's no ejector pins, or, sorry, not ejector pins, but location pins or sockets. So you need to really line this up quite well. We're a ridge there at the minute actually. So it's I have to say I struggled a bit to get this together, but I think it's there. As I say, I've just done that, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to let it sit, and I've just used this ammo cement. What I would normally do would I would put super glue in black, so then when you squeeze it, it pops out, and you can see where it is for sanding purposes. But that doesn't seem to be too bad at the moment. Yeah, so I'm just going to let that sit for maybe 24 hours and then come back and take a tape off it and see how we are. I've also put the wings together. So a bit of RLM 2, I think, in the wheel wells. I have to say there's quite a bit of flash on these. These have been dry for about 24 hours now. Um, Not bad fit. Bit of a gap there, and I need to maybe tidy this up. I have to put on the flaps yet, which I'll probably do now. But yeah, that's coming along nicely. One bit of a disaster, but when I was putting the fuselage on, it it popped off. The squeeze popped off one of the instrument panels. Now I should be able to pop that on again, but I'll just wait that all dries again, and then I'll 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 tidy that up. Not a big deal. But there you are, guys. Cheers. So, guys, just working on the airframe here at the moment. And As you can see, I've pretty much done the wings. I just put on that PE there last night. Just need to put on these covers now. Um, so if I figure out what's what, let's see if I can add that way. So this is this one. So yeah, it's coming along nicely. Few wee issues with the fit. So just stop that for a minute. I've got the fuselage together, so this is quite good here. Obviously, I believe there's a seam meant to be down there, so I'll rescribe that and I'll rescribe the thing. But that was a nice fit. There was no locating pins with the fuselage. The same then, so I had the same on the side. So I fixed in place this bit. I then let that dry. I then moved on to the front of the aircraft. So I put in these side modules. Um, there's a bit of a gap. That's one for filling. That one's not too bad. So put it together, and on the underside, this is not great. So I think I'm gonna have to maybe do a bit of filling and sanding here, and then the front of it, you can see it's there's a bit of a step there. Now I know this is an old kit, so I'm gonna have to tidy that up. Um, but I think I understand that I might need to because that goes in there. So if I can just show you, so I get this, so that the spinner, oh, it's always a way, isn't it? You can't get stuff out of your storage when you want it. Talk amongst yourselves there, guys. So I, so I understand this is the way this goes, and so that pops in there, that goes on there, then that cowling here would go on top of that, sit in there, I think. or maybe this goes on, and then this goes on. This, this piece here goes on here like that. Oh gosh, that won't do it any good. Understand that goes on like that, and then this propeller or the prop would go on like that. And obviously the spinner goes on the top of that. So so if we take that into consent like that or into consideration, so that sits like that. But my problem is here. So according to the instructions, this part sits on here to I can't get that down. It seems something seems to be blocking it. I think this bit's too high, but I don't understand why because that all went in really nicely. That would all fit in quite nicely. So I don't know what's going on there. Because if I you see this here is meant to sit along here, right? So that's meant to be a snug fit there, and then that would then slip over this instrument panel, and then your canopy would start. So I think there might be a bit of fettling, I think is the word used, to put that in place. Um, but I was just trying out the yellow there because what I did is I just I painted the tail yellow. That's the scheme I want to do, and the spinner as well. And I picked up a wee trick about using pink or flesh XF15 as a base for the yellow because as all you guys would know, yellow is notoriously difficult to spray on. But um, I think that's turned out quite well. Actually, I'm quite pleased with that. So I was just trying to do a comparison to see what what the yellow would be like without the pink. And I was going to be priming this anyway, and then putting the pink on it, mask it off for the rest of the aircraft. So yeah, so back to this. So this underside that needs a bit of attention to try and get rid of that or try to tidy that up a bit. Um, but the seam would be here anyway, and then I can that side seems to be quite lower than that side, doesn't it? So I think I have a bit of work to do on that at the minute. But anyway, there you are. So let me get back to it, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Cheers. So, guys, still on the airframe at the minute, so making good progress. Um, got the wing together. I just need to tidy up these edges a wee bit. Um, put some PE in there in the coolers, air coolers, I think they're called. So that's coming on. That's coming on nicely. The slots and lots, I think, is what they call that. The fuselage, happy enough with this progress. I say I've just put one of the stabilizers. These are quite. You can't get this wrong. You see, you got two notches and two slots, and then that just pops in like that with a bit of force, and you can glue that in. I had a problem here with this piece of cowling. If I can just show you it, maybe in the instructions. Now it was sort of giving me a bit of grief because it wasn't fitting. So I'm going with the alternative one, so I'm not putting in the engine. So this here is under here, but there's two outer sort of columns, if you like. They sit just a bit proud, and it wasn't letting this sit down flush. So a bit of sanding, and it's come down quite nice now. So happy with that. That was holding me up quite a lot. So the plan is now then I've done a bit of filling here and sanding. I think I might just keep off the top cowling because as you can see, done a bit of painting. That's turned out really well. So obviously that will go on here. So I'm looks like a nice wee fit. So I might just leave that off and continue with the build. Obviously, the next part then would be um, to attach the wings. Um, so while we're here, why not? So this is always a tricky bit, isn't it? So I think we're going to have to do a bit of work here. So if I can just pop that on. So the pressure there. So the front of it doesn't look too bad, and the back of it that doesn't look too bad. It seems to be a wee bit off center. So I don't know where you can see that. That doesn't seem to be too bad. There seems to be a gap here on this starboard side, and then I'm sure I could maybe get a bit of card in there to fill that, and then I don't think the gap was meant to be that big. It's springing up again. So I won't waste your time, guys, in watching that, but you can see what's going to happen. So there you are, guys. Pretty happy with the progress. And just looking forward to start getting a primer paint on and then painting. So that will be in the next episode. Okay, thanks. Hey guys, so just an update on the airframe. As you can see, got the wings on. Not too much of a problem. Few wee gaps on the underside here, but wee bit of a lip there, so I'll sand that off. That's not too bad. Give that a sanding, and then I'll reconstitute or rescribe these marks here where we've done a bit of sanding, especially on the top here. The front. Then next step is then just to pop that in, and then I'm going to put the cowling on. Made a bit of a blunder, guys. The cowling and the instructions that shows you open or close this, I had it open for some reason, and then I realized that, gosh, when that sits on that, you'll see the engine. I don't have an engine, so I had to peel them off and stick them there. I'm gonna have to repaint that again because it's not going through. But hey ho. Um, Put on a bit of the canopy. The reason I've done that was because I wanted to paint the inside of it. So I've used RLM 66. That's what I've used. That's what I've used in the on the cockpit interior. So pop that on and put that in place. Lovely jubbly. Uh, Completed the masks on the rest of the canopy. And there's a few more bits and pieces to go in them. But what I want to do is I want to do the same. So I'm going to cut some masks for the inside of the canopy and do them in the 66 as well. And then put all the wee bits and pieces that needs to go into that, and then close that up. And the reason I'm painting the inside is because, well, I wanna show the cockpit, and if you're leaving it's posed like that. Is that right? Yeah, it is. It's posed like that. So I don't want to show any grey plastic or any clear plastic. I want to show the frame and make the frame the same as set like that. Make the frame as the cockpit colour that I used, which was RM66. And that's a pretty good fit there, so it is. So I'm happy the way that it is at the moment. So all good. Cracking on. And there you are. Cheers, guys. So guys, back at the desk here. Just a further update on the airframe. I just flick it over. So as you can see, a bit more progress. Got the canopy painted inside and outside because I want to open it. And what I did is I just reused the external masks. But I was just thinking there's maybe another wee tip which I seen if I can get this out, is basically use 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 what you used as a template, if you see what I mean, and you can cut masks because they're the same in the inside as they are on the outside. Put on the cowling. Having a few difficulties with this now because this is not sitting right. So it's not. So this cap, if you like, goes on. But when you put it on, I don't know where you can see that's not flush with the rest of the cowling, and it should be. Um, there's a bit of a gap. There probably might be a gap. I'm not worried about that, but it's the way this is sitting on this now. That shouldn't be right. I think I'm gonna have to take this off and reposition it, and it's the second time I've had to do that because it's just a bit awkward. I don't want to leave it like that. It's you can see there. It's not. I'm assuming it needs to go flush with this bit here, but anyway, there you go. So it's nearly there to prime it basically. And yeah, other than this, I'll rescribe some of these as well. Some of the panel lines. Made a bit of a blunder there. I might go that out. Um, but I might take this off and then get it ready for prime. There you are, guys. Let me get on with it. Cheers.